Welcome to this preview of the new Service Center module, which comprises of two key elements, a dispatch board and a work order module. So we'll just dive right in, take us into the dispatch board. So this is the new SalesAchiever dispatch board. So what we've got here, just a little bit of basic orientation here. We have right in the center the section with the coloured bands, the coloured strips, is the section where we actually see which work orders are being worked on, who's doing what, the dispatch board itself. On the left hand side here we have a list of team members, a list of resources that we can schedule for. On the right hand side here we have a queuing system. Now the queues will actually show for a given dispatcher or for a given queue the work orders that require scheduling. So it's like the inbox for the dispatcher. And as items are scheduled, when they no longer match the criteria for the queue, they'll disappear. So for example, if this queue were to show me all overdue work orders, as I schedule the work orders, actually they'll simply disappear from the list as each one is scheduled. Okay, just a couple of other things here. We also have a date picker which allows us to move to a particular date, and we can also scroll backwards and forwards, a sort of infinite scroll, moving backwards and forwards to allow us to access a given date. Okay, so let's jump right in and do some scheduling here. So what I can do is I can choose a work order. I'm just going to drop that on. What you'll notice there is that the work order has defaulted to a particular length. This one's about 6 or 7 hours. And if I open up the work order, 8 hours. If I open up the work order, we can see the duration here has been set to 8 hours and has therefore been scheduled automatically on the dispatch board for 8 hours. This work order has a name and a number. It's also attached to a given site and can have a requested and a promised date as well as a type, for example, maybe inspection, commissioning, and so on. This module is aimed at businesses who have service teams who are perhaps doing commissioning or inspection services, general contractors or products manufacturers who have teams doing installations, doing on-site work. So once I have this action scheduled, I can actually adjust just by dragging and dropping the length of the action. I can also move that to another action, another resource as well. One of the other things that I can do here as well is I can actually move, if I wanted to, from maybe an all users list to a different team. I could look at maybe a group of people who are in the emergency repairs team and schedule some work orders like so. The list of teams is entirely configurable. That's part of what would be set up as the configuration for a given business, and also the work order queues. We can have as many teams, as many queues as we like, and they are entirely configurable based on the needs of a particular business. One other, if I just move back to another team for a moment, another thing that we can do here is we have an interval chooser. So if I just bring this right down to this side, what we can see here is we've now got 15-minute intervals showing. Okay, and so we get a sort of high resolution view of what's going on. I can move up to a 30-minute view on my timeline here at the top, and I can view 1 hour at a time, 2 hours, or even half a day. So we can move in and out of the in terms of resolution for seeing how what period of time we're seeing, depending on what the dispatch agent is doing. We can also increase the number of resources visible for to see a lot of information on the same screen if we're working high resolution, or I can actually just drop that right down to see how many work orders I have access to. So that's it. Just wanted to give you a quick preview of that. Do let me know if you've got any questions. Many thanks. Goodbye.